I look like a troll this morning. I have my coffee and I'm a mess. Not vlog last week, I don't think, but last week was a lot. Sorry, these bangs, whatever. But then Eric and I went to Chicago on Friday and we were there until Sunday and it was really great, but I will be honest, I had 2 anxiety attacks while we were there. Fun. So yeah, even though it was a great time, it was a definite struggle for me, but we're moving forward and I'm off today, so I'm gonna get the house cleaned. Biddies.
What's here?
Biddies. Can I get a kiss, Biddies?
Can I get a kiss? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was a struggle, but it was good. I'll insert our hotel room because it was gorgeous. We will definitely stay there again. Had our 8-year anniversary, and since I had a funeral on our actual anniversary, it was nice to actually get away together. It's definitely been a minute. I don't even know how to talk to you. I'm just kind of like several months, I think at this point, since I last posted, at least a month. I'm here, I'm okay. I have a coffee. It's Monday, so definitely need coffee. So yeah, I guess I'm here to do my makeup with you guys. Monday, November 22nd. It is the week of Thanksgiving. I have a bit of a mad dash to the finish line with work because of course everyone needs in for the holidays. So we are heading into the really busy season, and I guess now is when I wanted to take on more by adding YouTube to the mix, as if I didn't already have enough going on. But I woke up just feeling the desire to film for once, for the first time in a very long time. So here we are. How are you guys doing? How has 2021 been treating you? Is the last quarter gonna be rough on you, or is this kind of like your favorite time of year? Because for me, I have mixed feelings about it. A lot of that has to do with like seasonal depression and all that kind of stuff. So I'm heading into like really busy season. It's already been really busy in the salon, which is great. It's a good thing. But my brain, it's just like, it's too much. So I'm trying to take time and do skincare and things that help me just like calm down and like just take a beat. And I really want to try and cut back on my social media use and just time spent scrolling. I've really been just using it as an escape, and I have found that I have now gone months without actually like actively taking care of myself, and we can't have that anymore. I got up, I got my workout in this morning. Eric actually like yelled down to the basement. I was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, I'm working out." I don't know if he thought like that I was like sick or something, and I went down to the bathroom there, but I did not feel the greatest over the weekend. I did take a test. I don't have, you know what? It was that reminder that I absolutely have not been taking care of myself, and my immune system is reminding me of that. So I just completely rested yesterday. I did grocery pickup, which was a godsend. So I picked up my groceries and then I came home and like cleaned a little bit, but I just relaxed, and it was just what I needed because I am definitely feeling much better today. I had this like 3-day headache that just, it was like right in here, and it was horrible. We're here now, we're good. It's Monday. I only work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week. And then Thursday we have Thanksgiving at my parents' house. Friday we'll have Thanksgiving at Eric's house, parents' house. And then Saturday I get my booster, and then we really don't have anything planned. I'm pretty much done Christmas shopping, so that makes me very happy. That's kind of just where I'm at for this week. Just gonna grind it out and make the best of it. I'm really trying to make a conscious effort to put out just positive energy, because if I'm being honest, this year has really been brutal on me. It's really been hard emotionally to process things and to not just be sad every freaking day. So I'm really trying now to just like get ahead of that nasty self-talk that just like puts me there, because I can't change the current life situation of the things I can't control. For example, having a loved one get diagnosed with a very terrible cancer this year. I guess that's what's been going on. And it's just been hard to process because it's out of my control. It's literally, I can't like control any part of that situation. And that's very difficult for me because having control is my safety net. And this entire year with that specific situation, I haven't had any control. So I've allowed myself to kind of wallow in my pity and sadness and all the other millions of different emotions that are now coming up and have come up this year because of this situation. It's just not something I anticipated to kind of unveil itself in this way. Yeah, I'd be lying if I didn't say it was a struggle. That's a very heavy thing to deal with every day, and I've allowed it to consume me, and I just don't want it to consume me anymore. So I am trying to have a positive outlook on it and know that I can't control the outcome or the situation, but I can control how much I let it kind of overpower my day. And so I'm trying to not necessarily ignore that situation, but I'm trying to just find a better balance of how much I let it affect my life, because it derailed me this year, rightfully so. I think a lot of people who would be in my situation would definitely feel the same. And I know that I personally can do better, and I need to do better for myself and for my family. And so, yeah, that starts with just making an effort to see the positive in things and not instantly go to the negative, and not, I'm still gonna let myself feel those emotions and be sad when, things overwhelm me. And it's definitely hard when people ask about updates for those that do know the situation going on. It's hard to answer those questions because I don't have the answers. So that's kind of where my head's been. Not in a great space this year at all. Man, I have a lot of love and respect for those who either they themselves or a loved one gets a horrible diagnosis, or one that's just not, any diagnosis, any cancer diagnosis or that kind of stuff is not good, obviously. But yeah, I have a lot of respect for people who still find a way to get out of bed and go to work and love their loved ones and show up for friends and family, because it takes a lot some days. And clearly, if you've seen my other vlogs, I at times have not hit it very well, but just without saying exactly what's going on. People knew something was going on, obviously, and sad and new. I think that's the hardest thing, is like all these feelings, all these thoughts, all this stuff. It's just new, and that's really hard to navigate sometimes. I feel like I've kind of allowed myself to live in the moment of self-pity and sadness and the would've, could've, should've. And instead now I'm trying to just move on with my life and still respect my emotions and feelings and how I feel about that situation. But I can't let it just like consume me anymore yeah. I'm here, and I definitely am coming out on the other side of it. I can feel it. I am allowing myself to just do what I need to do to be good and find happiness and just all that stuff. I'm not gonna linger in there for too long, but I did want to kind of give a little bit of an update on just why this year has sucked so much. Now more than ever, obviously, it's very important for me to focus on not only my mental health, but my physical health, because now it is very clear that cancer runs in my family in one way or the other, and that can be terrifying. So instead of letting it terrify me, I am letting it empower me and find a way to do the things that I can do to take care of myself better. And the drive and the desire to do that alone, I'm proud of that. So now I just need to put one foot in front of the other and try and get there, do the things that I need to do to take care of myself. Not be on social media as much, because I've realized that scrolling, not only is it a time suck, but it also, from the standpoint of seeing things pop up and affect your emotional well-being without even realizing. Like the other day, I was in a really, really great mood, and then all of a sudden on my explore page on Instagram was this lady literally about to jump off a bridge with her son when a bus driver came up and saved them. Somebody that's already depressed does not need to see that shit. And it actually really pissed me off, because obviously the world is uncensored when it comes to the overall internet and Instagram and platforms, and you should be allowed to post what you want. But I have realized that seeing that, even on a good day for me, can send me to a place that I don't want to go. And so I have realized that, especially in the morning, getting up, working out, drinking my coffee, and focusing on the things that just bring me peace and happiness is what I have to do for myself right now. And risking exposing myself to those types of videos, as much as that bus driver was a hero, I could have done without seeing that, So yeah, I feel like I am in a better place now. And I am about to be in an even better place, because I'm putting things into play that will help me, like not being on my phone as much and working out and just finding those things that bring me like pure, like just internal happiness. It's been interesting because in these darker life situations, you have to find the light. You have to find something that, for me, that's getting back to YouTube, that's getting back to makeup, that's spending time with friends and family and not being on my phone as much. Like I would say like for the average person, that's how much I used my phone, but it's too much. I feel like we all are on our phones too much. And I think, being home for a minimum of 3 months straight last year just pretty much like put us all on our phones constantly. And now we don't even realize that like even before we weren't on our phones this much. And it's time to get back to living my life, really. So yeah, that's just where I'm at these days. I don't really know what else to add other than like you really don't know what people have going on in their lives. And just be kind to everyone. Everyone is so stressed right now. And I think the pandemic definitely like made people lose patience a little bit and not be so kind. And I've seen some really awful shit in the public over the course of this year of just like my own personal experiences of like how people are treating each other right now. And it just makes me sad. And then now we're heading into an even more hectic time of year where like people are stressed, people are spending too much money, and I almost think people forgot how to like interact with each other. And it just makes me sad. So I just hope that people can remember that like we're all going through some shit right now. To just like have a little patience, be kind. I don't know much of else to update you guys on other than that I've been sad as shit and I'm coming out the other side. And that if you are too, that you just need to kind of hold on for hope that there will be better days. And I've just come to that realization that I'm in charge of those better days, and I'm still gonna have shit days, but I can have an active part in getting better and making myself better. And so that's where I'm at. Chugged some water, took my vitamins, got up and worked out. I haven't been on my phone too much other than to order a Jamie Genevieve sweatshirt. I feel good. And that's even with going into a like really stressful work day today. And usually I would be like super anxious about it right now as I get ready. And I'm actually like, I'm doing okay. So it's a really good feeling. It's a good feeling to have sunshine on a Monday when it's cold as shit out and it's pretty much winter, and to still have a positive outlook. And it feels good. Another thing that I'm getting back into is I used to have a blog. Whenever I would write, I would really enjoy it. And I don't think I'm ready to take on like a blog where I would actually like post for like consumers to read or like to post for products or anything like that. But I did find Penzu, Penzu. I did find Penzu, which is kind of like an online private journal. So I can just sit there and type away, and that's exactly what I did before bed last night. I used to love writing in a journal. I have like all my high school journals from like ex-boyfriends that I would write about and stuff like that. A lot of journals that include my whole diary from like my eating disorder stage. Like I have all those, but nowadays my hands, I can't write. So typing it online has made it really helpful and therapeutic and just cathartic and just lets me get my thoughts out of my head. And I think that's very important. So I'm adding that to kind of my routine and going from there. I eventually, once I've kind of done this for a long enough stretch, I want to be able to just like kind of create a video, just kind of showing little things and steps of how I'm maybe like pulling myself out of this depression and the things that I'm doing to help me day to day, like meditation, working out, journaling, taking time away from social media to not
consume it. Yeah, I hope to kind of come up with just like what I'm doing. Obviously for everyone it's going to be absolutely different. Some people will need to seek like really intense in-person therapy, or on the phone therapy, or whatever it may be. I feel like it can be helpful to even just see somebody, if you haven't cleaned your house in a while, and to even see that somebody else is cleaning their house and that's one thing that they can do to make themselves feel better. It kind of can sometimes inspire you to be like, I might have enough energy today to do some laundry, or this and that, because that's what makes me really sad about people who don't understand, anxiety, depression, all those things, is a lot of people don't understand that like you wake up feeling defeated already. So why would you go do laundry or this and that? And so there are hard days, but I'm trying to shift my mindset of waking up and just automatically telling myself that like today is going to be a good day, or you are worthy, or don't believe all that bad shit you tell yourself. You're actually a badass. Trying to shift my mental focus from waking up and feeling that like all-consuming sadness of all the things going wrong in my life, and instead turn it around to really see the beauty amidst the sadness, to really still see the beauty and the good in things, and to find the light for better days, I guess is what you could say. I am doing a few changes to next year for my professional work life in the salon. It's been a really tough decision for me because I know there are a few of my clients that I love dearly that I will not be able to most likely accommodate as easy anymore because of their work schedule, and with me needing to change my work schedule. But with that being said, I know that the change that I make is what I need to do, and it's for my mental health. It's something that's really important that, I have worked late night hours 3 nights a week since I came straight out of school. And it's been great because I've really been able to build up a clientele and have such wonderful people in my chair. But working until 8:30, 9 o'clock at night is not good for my mental health. At what cost for me personally is it worth it or not? And with all of the stuff over the past 2 years, half of my career was before all this nonsense. I had a late night schedule. I was able to accommodate. I worked extra hours. And then this virus hit. I got shut down. People then, when we reopened, were willing to do anything to get in because they were just happy to be able to get in again. And now it's back to kind of that same old grind. And I'm realizing that for my mental health, for my current life situation, for the things that are going on in my personal life, that I can't be in the salon until 8 or later. It's not feasible for me. And I know some people will have the opinion of like, well, you don't have kids at home or this and that. At the end of the day, people can think what they want, but I personally know that this is going to be better for me, and I'm going to shift my schedule. So moving forward, starting in January, I am only going to have 1 night a week that I will take 5:30 or later colors. It's a hard decision to make. I still have Tuesday nights. I can still get people in if they need a color later than 5 or 5:30. I will still use that as my late night, but that goes very quickly. I think that Tuesday now is already booked out through February. That means that I am hopeful that some of my clients will maybe be able to be a little bit more flexible in their work schedule to help accommodate my changing schedule. So now, most likely, my latest colors that I'll take on Mondays and Wednesdays, instead of being 5:30 or later, it's going to be more like 4:30. I will always have recommendations of if they are not able to do that, which I totally understand. That's the risk I take with changing my schedule to cut out 2 nights a week that late. But I'm hopeful that people will be able to be more flexible, and with so many people working from home and that kind of stuff, I already have had a few clients that said it's no problem. I can take a half-hour lunch and get here a half hour earlier, or I can take some PTO and leave a couple hours early. It doesn't go unnoticed when my clients are able to do that. I am so appreciative of that. And although I'm nervous, I'm excited to see just how this change in my schedule goes. I will be sad for those who maybe aren't able to accommodate my new schedule and make it work and have to go elsewhere. I completely understand that, but I have really gone back and forth with this, and it's been a really hard decision for me, and just hope that, you know, however it works out, it works out. So now if you are getting a color with me, my colors tend to take me about 3 hours. That's just how I work. Usually they're blonde with a root melt, foils, toner, multiple step processes. So starting those really lengthy processes at 5:30 or 6 o'clock at night after I've already been doing hair since like 11 or noon, I'm at the best version of myself, and I want to be able to really give my clients full 100% best version of me. And so shifting that last color appointment to like a 4:30 is really gonna help me. It's really, really gonna help me. And again, some may not understand this. Always book ahead with your stylist if you have a very specific time frame that works best for your life and your schedule. I have some clients that book out for an entire year to make sure that they can get that specific like 5:30 sweet spot. Those are the clients that get in when they want to. It allows them to snag those spots before they get booked up to anyone else, and it makes both of our lives easier. So now with me only having one night a week, that's going to definitely make it harder for those who don't like to plan ahead. But that's just the reality of how it goes. And I'm really, 2022 is the year that I want to grow my business and really find the footing of who I am as a stylist again after the shit show of 2 years. And with that being said, I know that I am a much better stylist and colorist and just person in general at 4:30 than I am at 5:30 or 6 o'clock. It's reality. And I just think that moving forward, this is going to be a great change for my clients and myself. I'm so, so grateful for those who are able to adjust their schedule to help me out, to still be able to come and see me. But yeah, that was like a long-winded version of saying that next year I'm shortening up my evening hours and people will have to plan ahead to get in. And I also have Saturdays available every other Saturday, and we are taking on less weddings, so those should be able to book in a lot easier. Yeah, I'm just excited to kind of make these changes and really just have that whole theme of self-care and boundaries and finding the right balance for me. There are some hairstylists out there who are double booked, working 9 a.m. to 9 p.m., grinding it out. Good for them. I'm happy for them. I support everyone who does hair. If you're a stylist that can't take 12 clients a day and can take 2, I feel you. I'm that stylist too. Like, I'm focusing on me. Some people will say like, oh my gosh, she only works 1 late night a week. That's not enough. I know my worth. I know my boundaries. I know my capacity of when I work best. And it's really time for me to start treating myself with enough respect to know that those are the things that I need to do to be the best version of me. And that's all I want to do, is put out the best version of me, whether it's my friends, my family, for myself, for my clients. I want to show the best version of me. And that best version means shifting my hours up a little bit, getting off work at a more reasonable time for me. I'm not judging anyone else for their work style, their work ethic, all of the above. I just know for me, taking a step back and shifting my hours, it's gonna change a few things. It's gonna change my availability. It might be frustrating for some people, but at the end of the day, I know it's so important and something that I need to do to be able to do this long term. That's my rant. I am excited for my new schedule starting next year. I'm excited to finish out this year with a bang. There's a lot of late nights coming up here. I'm thankful to have such a great support. My husband this year, I won't even get into that because I'll become a crying mess, but I'm just ready to kind of finish out this year, just clawing my way out, just finding a way to get through it, having a week off at the end of the year, and then starting off 2022 with self-love, happiness, self-respect, boundaries, and just a new outlook on just really doing things on my terms. And I'm so excited and I'm so grateful that I have so many wonderful clients that have stuck through this whole mess of a couple of years with me and have really made the best of it. And I know there are times when some of my clients have probably been like, something's off with her. Well, life. personal life has been in shambles, but we are finding a way, like I said, to navigate it and just find the best way through it, find positivity through it, and just, you know, keep on grinding. And so with that being said, I'm gonna finish my hair, which it won't look much different than this because I'm just gonna slap on a scarf. I'm gonna head into work and just get some shit done. All right, guys. Well, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. I appreciate and love you all, and stay tuned. Subscribe for some future videos because I have some coming your way about just life in general, but also some fun hair tutorials, makeup tutorials, and, you know, just getting back to basics. I love you guys. We'll see you next time.